On this episode of Bear Pantry Talk, I'm just going to make a vlog of this wonderful road trip that we're going to take from California to Utah to surprise my cousin Megan and have her be a guest on my cooking show, which is my other YouTube channel called The Bear Pantry Show. So come on along with us for the ride as we take this long journey, 9 hours from California to Utah, to give Megan the surprise of her life. It's 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, September 1st. We left California about 1 o'clock in the morning to head to Brigham City, Utah to visit our family. And right now we're heading into Las Vegas. So we want to see how beautiful the lights are in Vegas. Entering Vegas, we have 452 more miles before we hit Salt Lake City. And then yet a little bit more after that before we get to Brigham City. So we've got about another 6-hour drive ahead of us in this little trip that we're taking to surprise my cousin Megan and take the Bear Pantry Show on the road to do a little segment. So take a look at Vegas. We're not on the strip or anything, we're just entering the city itself. Let's see if I can pick it up after we get closer into the strip. So Joe decided he's not going to get off and show us the strip. So we're just like seeing it from the outskirts of the freeway. The Vegas strip, maybe on the way back. When we're coming back on Monday, maybe we'll be able to get off and take a look. Las Vegas, Nevada. It's about an hour and 30 minutes after we hit Las Vegas. In 2 more exits, we're going to pass through a little part of Arizona. I don't know what's happening, but a lot of police activity. This lonely stretch of highway is a little piece of Arizona. We had to detour just now off the highway because of all that police activity. It seemed like it was an accident. So we're about 337 miles away from Salt Lake City. We're getting close, we're getting close. We're going through some type of a canyon in Arizona. It's real pretty. Too bad the sun's not out too bright right now, but it's real pretty. But it says watch for rocks. Okay. A little shaky here. It is very beautiful. Maybe on the way back home we'll get it in bright sunlight. We're officially in St. George, Utah. We've been driving for 5 hours already. Since 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 6 o'clock now. We've only stopped once when we hit Las Vegas, like around 4 o'clock. We're probably going to stop again at 7 o'clock and stretch our legs. It's a beautiful little city. It's 7:19 on the trip, and this is our second stop to use the bathroom. And we passed through a couple little towns after St. George, and they all kind of look the same. So we passed through Cedar City, I think, and then this one is like Paragona, but we didn't hit any of the big cities yet. Pretty soon though. But look what the best part about traveling with the Bear Pantry Show is. We have bun right here. Have some of the Creole bun or yeast bun in the Ziploc bag, and we could eat this plain, and it'll hold us out. We don't have to stop anywhere. I brought bread, bun, powder buns. We brought other snack type things for the trip. It's still early in the morning, so we're gonna get there in time that we can eat a good lunch. So it's finally light out enough that I could turn the camera on her faces. There's Jada in the back, Josh. Kids don't want to be bothered right now, but Joe and I are having fun. So let's turn the camera and take a look at Joe. So there's Joe driving. He's been such a trooper. He's been driving since 1 o'clock in the morning. Now it's 7:21. But you're having fun, right, Joe? He's like, turn off the camera and get me a piece of bud. So this is beautiful Utah. And we'll record some more when we come to one of the big cities like Provo or something like that. We have a ways to go yet. I think the last sign said 235 miles to Salt Lake City. And Salt Lake City is just our marker because my family lives like an hour away from Salt Lake City, so we still have a little ways to go. We're finally in downtown Salt Lake City. It's been 10 hours and 15 minutes we've been on the road, and still we have at least another hour before we get to my family. So I was kind of getting nervous because we're like 9 miles out of Brigham City and Megan's still at the house. She's gonna go to a little party with her daughter, so I couldn't reach my aunt to tell her we're this near. But she finally texted and said she's leaving in 5 minutes for the party, so I guess we'll be able to pull off the surprise after all. We're entering Brigham City. About 7 more miles and we'll actually be exiting. And I think we'll be able to pull off the surprise because I think my cousin Megan is gonna leave in about 5 minutes to go to a party, so we could get there and be inside the house, and when she gets back home she'll definitely be surprised that we're there. 5 more miles until we exit right here in Brigham City. That's exit 358 and we're looking for exit 363. Oh, we're almost there. It took us 11 hours. Wow, I never thought the trip would be this long. I thought it would be like 9 hours. But, you know, we stopped 3 different times, which totaled 1 hour. So it worked out to be like 10 hours. But we're almost there. Okay, so we just got here and it was a long 11-hour drive. Kathy sent Megan to this little birthday party around the bend. And we can't wait for her to come home because Kathy wanted to pull this thing where, oh, I got my finger cut. We don't want to scare her. So we're all going to pile in the car and we're going to go over to the party and surprise her. So let me get my stuff. Is that Megan? Where? We're busted! What did you come back for?
Oh, you're so sneaky!
You didn't know we were coming home.
No, I had no idea. Oh my god.
We got busted. We got busted.
This thing come out. We got a little bit of
So here we are in Utah, sitting in Kathy's swing. We're having a pretty good time. And tomorrow we go back on the road to beautiful California. But in the meantime, we've been thoroughly loved and accepted and just treated really, really well on this vacation. And we made that wonderful peach cobbler. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. That's California time. It's 9 o'clock Utah time, and we're leaving on the 3rd of September to go back home. We just left Brigham City, which is northern Utah, and we have a long ways to go before we hit the border of Nevada. We're about 18 miles away from St. George, Utah on our trip back. It's about 4 hours and 39 minutes since we started off this morning. And we're very excited to go home even though we enjoyed our trip. In the next couple of hours or so we should be in Las Vegas. Let's see what the sign says. 14 miles from St. George and 131 miles from Vegas. Yay! We're finally in Arizona. We've officially left the state of Utah. And pretty soon we'll be in Mesquite, Nevada. But we're going to go through the canyons in a little while here in Arizona for a few miles. And although they're beautiful, they terrify me to go through here. We're starting to enter the canyon. And Jada just absolutely loved this. Right, Jada?
Yep.
She loves this.
Las Vegas, 97 miles.
Yay, 97 miles to Las Vegas. We're coming towards the ending part of the canyons now, getting into Mesquite, Nevada. It's not so scary in the daytime. Where Joe's from. Except he's from Sand Hill, Belize. Finally in Nevada. Pretty soon we'll be in Las Vegas. So in 6 hours and 18 minutes from Brigham City's door to Las Vegas, Nevada. Downtown Las Vegas. Not too impressive in the daytime, huh? So this is 4 o'clock on our journey. We got to Las Vegas since 2:17 in the afternoon, and right away we hit a pocket of just heavy congestion. We stopped to gas up, and there was a line there for everything. Line for the gas, line to use the bathroom, line. So we're barely back on the road right now, and this is what our trip is reduced to. Whereas we thought we were going to get home like 5:20, I think it might be 5:20 the next day. Anyways, we're going to be optimistic and hang in there, and I'll let you guys know what time we got home. We finally passed Whiskey Pete's, 417. Finally in Barstow, California, 6:02. Wow, longest trip ever. And this is the famous Cajon Pass in California. This is a treacherous stretch of highway during the wintertime when it's icy and snow and stuff. We're about not more than 20 miles away from home. It's almost 7 o'clock. Long, hard day. So our long trip to Utah has come to an end. We're going to be exiting a couple more exits from here. We're going to be exiting to go to our home. And I want to thank you guys for coming along and ride with me. And see you again soon on our next road trip.